Good evening. I hope you guys are doing well. And my name is African Crypto Warlord, and this evening we'll be looking at XRP USDT. What we've been tracking for like the last 20 days about is our 5-day Shannon Entropy and Pearson correlation. So this is what we're looking at, right? And for let me turn all the candles off, the VRE levels. So for the last couple days, what we've been monitoring is, well, the last couple weeks, right, is this contraction in volatility whilst it's staying negatively correlated, which means that there's going to be bots and algos that will buy it up. So what's happened now is this is called the ebb and flow of volatility that happens next over here, right? Now XRP is just about to explode in either direction, up or down, in the next, like, I don't know, this candle closes and the new 5-day prints in like 3 hours and 30 minutes. So maybe 3 hours by the time you guys get to see this video. So we have this new 5-day that's going to print, right? And then we have a lot of things that we have something that needs to expand from here. We've already had a significant negative correlation whilst contraction volatility. That's what's been buying up these wicks, right? And keeping it from breaking out actually to the upside is because this is still small. It's not a big red column, for example, right? So these are still small, and that's why these candle closes are coming back on themselves at the opens. They're very tight, considering we've had many percentages before these candle closes, right? So I have some guys hitting the book, guys getting out with like 40 grand at this region. It's at the doji. But this is so cool. It's not a doji for a bad thing. It's a doji for a good thing in the data. Because what I can see now is the next candle is more than likely going to expand. And this is in significant negative correlation, right? So this next candle, if it contracts and this stops being, okay, so if it expands and this is down here, then I know that there's going to be an initial pullback in on these next 5 days. There's going to be somewhere, a candle close is going to be somewhere in here. If this is if this one's red and this one's still red, then I know it'll be quite big. At least the action to that doesn't matter. I don't think it might close down there, but it will at least get there in 5 days, and vice versa. If this contracts here, as we can see, it's actually growing. What is the price right now? 3.782 cents. Okay, and the 3.782 cents, it is messing with our 5-day volatility. Now it's completely flat. Okay, whilst that's still positive drift, right? Because it's in a contraction phase. Anyway, so that's what's going to lift it up at least to above the candle here, right? Above its open is just this little contraction and this negative drift, positive drift. So anyway, so now we'll have expansion. I need to turn that down a bit. Now we'll have expansion coming in the next 2 candles from here. So in the next 10 days. So by the end of the 10th day, we should be up and closing candles outside of all these previous candles pretty much. So now we're going to go hunt for lower term time frames. There's a bunch of guys hitting it here. Oh, come on, internet. Don't hurt me now. Same thing, contraction, negative correlation. That's going to float it up. Okay, so that's saying this candle at least wants to stay here or go higher. Then we'll just put it on the 24-hour. I want to get through this quick. As long as this internet can do that. 24-hour contraction, same thing. So 5-day, 3-day, 24 hours, 12-hour. What is a 12-hour saying? So those 3 terms are saying the same thing. 12 hours a little bit confused. That's understandable. That's fine. So we have a 12-hour that's confused, and we're going to drop it to 6-hour. Let's see for that. Contraction was still positive, so that's going to cause these to drag down until this hits here. But then by the time this hits here, that could expand, and that could start playing against these two and pushing the 12-hour also to expand. So the price action goes down and not up. We don't even want to look at that. We want to look at the 3-hour. So this is expanding to the downside. So that's what can lead the 6-hour into the 12-hour, which will go against what the 3 and 5-day are saying. 90 minutes. Let's put it on the 90 minutes. So that says down. This one's contracting. That one's quite big. Interesting that we've had a pullback here. These two still, this one can still expand. So we'll see if there's some positive float coming up on the lower term time frames. That's still expansion to the downside. 45 minute, how long have we got? We've opened that up 15 minutes ago. Put it on the 30 minute. That's expansion to the upside. So it's from the 30 minute. The 30 minutes going to have to flip from 45, 90 minute, 3 hour, 6 hour, 12 hour. And then the 5 day, 3 day, 24 hour and 30 minute are looking to be in the same direction. 15 minutes. Contraction, still confused. That's maybe why we've just come up to match this candle. Oh, let's put it on the VRE levels. That is perfect. Yes, and this is why you use VRE levels. This came and touched the daily that printed just above the weekly mean. The daily mean, the weekly mean, and boom, smoked it. First one breakthrough, then first weekly band to the weekly level to the upside. Boom, smoked it. Okay, so let's go look at some other indicators and reverse our way out of here to see if we're going to look for continuation down. So that's mean reverting to the upside. What saves, what you can put in with a hidden bullish div or whatever, I don't know how it would form, but a bullish type of div is, it will be saved here at the VRE level. Then you'll get a bullish div on this. That's it coming in to try and get saved at the VRE level. So maybe one extra candle down here. That's the down one. It has to base itself off. So in 30 minutes, by the time this video ends, that could be a basing point. If it fails here, it's going to go from mean reversion to the downside and go touch here. Maybe even go chase the first daily mean to the outside, pull back into the mean. Or if there's a lot of volatility that picks up through the time frames, you can touch here and then want to go back to the mean. Let's just zoom out so you can see where we are with regards to our previous targets. So we were talking, the last time we were talking was here. We actually broke through this weekly VRE level here, boom, and we're monitoring that into this region here. So you'll see some targets as what was pretty much called. I was rather quite surprised that there was quite a lot of drag here, so that could have been quite confusing. But if you were on 1 minute to the 5 minutes, you'd have seen negative drift, and then the 1 minute shifted up immediately, and that's what would have picked it up into these levels here. So we came in, we fell through this whilst we were in the previous video. We fell through, and we're somewhere here when we ended the stream into the downside where we put our first initial targets to the upside. It failed for the first attempt, and it sort of pushed towards the end of the day coming through. We said this would be the first scalp. I was watching this live, nice smooth in and out, second scalp, and from here, oh, we got some targets in, and from here we broke through, right, and we came up to test. This was such a big range yesterday. Very, very powerful move from XRP. Even if it is dumping, it pulled back. So it fell through at least 2.8%, and it pulled straight back up 15 minutes before close. So yeah, man, this is very interesting shit. This is very interesting stuff that's going on here. Then we printed it into today, and we went for our upsides, and we hit our second daily to the upside, pretty much to the T. We get rid of this to the T, and then we came back in to find safety at our weekly mean reversion point, which we've just smoked through now. So this is the range, at least. I don't know, let's have a look at these indicators. 15 minute looked like it was wanting to mean revert to the upside. As we said, it will be defended by this VRE level, this mean reversion point, contraction. This has still got a quite far way to expand. Let's see if we've touched this VRE level. We're going to go on 1 minute, see how close we get. Cool, yeah, we came in very perfect. Perfect. And then we followed up through here. Okay, so we're going to get stuck. By the time I'm done uploading the video, I reckon we'll be out of one of these ranges. Given that we have 5-day drift coming through that's closing in 4 hours, I think it can hold above this these two means, maybe until the end of day of close, and then wherever the new one prints, the next daily mean, it's going to go push for that, for safety, just to see how the 5-day flips around, considering when we opened the video it was still a doji, and Pearson correlation and these guys we could see moving. So I hope this is helpful. We still have mean reversion coming through here. We just need to wait for this guy to finish flashing, So we said previous videos. As soon as all of them flash, we'll be able to put up a distribution cone, and then from a distribution cone we'll be able to get way further outlooks with regards to ranges for 6 to 8 months, which will see XRP through the lawsuit, the ACC bullshit, and stuff like that. So you'll be able to see your favorite YouTubers, and if you see their numbers get validated by the cones that'll be thrown up, then their random numbers are within reasonable bounds. They just need some statistics and probabilities to tell you how quickly it can get there. I hope you have a good day further. Ciao Bella. As we say, with enough positive drift, we can hold above, it'll be easier to view on the 15-minute. We are looking to hold above the VRE level, at least for until daily close. So there's a lot of stuff that can happen here. But I would say to sync the 5-day at 4-hour close, and base the next 5-day candle off of this weekly mean that's happened from Monday, so it's going to be Sunday. That's 7 days worth of weekly mean to base off, either to the upside to the downside. As we can see, it's been attracting it like a magnet, and yeah, it is the midway point. So I'll look for a weekly price action to be here in 3.5 hours, and then go print either side. It's given that most of the volatility in the day's been to the upside, so I'll say the daily mean will be somewhere up here, maybe in between previous one over here somewhere. So I'll say we'll push for that target, and then it can either have the opportunity to push back into its previous highs, which it was pushing for, and do we have any yellow to the upside? Everything is to the downside. So we have monthly mean, which is actually quite far away. So if we do fail this structure, then your first initial pit stop, if volatility was to go negative, is 3.91% to the downside as a safety mechanism. I would like that, as that would allow me to buy cheaper coins, and I can maybe grab some coins on this sell through. So we have to monitor this for the weekend. Treat the next daily open like it's a Monday and not a Sunday. I hope you guys have a good one further. Ciao Bella.